Hi guys, today I'm going to be reading Warrior Cat's Forest of Secrets by Aaron Hunter. I don't know if this is going to be an SMR or what, but it will be a reading series. I'll probably read this on my channel. I'll read the prologue and see if you guys like it, so yeah. Cold gripped the forest fields and moorland like an icy claw. Snow covered everything, glittering faintly under a new moon. Nothing broke the silence in the forest except for the occasional soft rush of snow sliding from the branches of trees and the faint rasping of dried reeds when the wind swept through them. Even the murmur of the river was stilled by the ice that stretched from bank to bank. There was a flicker of movement at the edge of the river. A large tomcat, his bracken-colored fur fluffed up against the cold, emerged from the reeds. He shook snow impatiently from his paws and sank into the soft drifts with every step. In front of him, two tiny kits struggled forward with a faint mews of distress. They floundered in the powdery snow, the fur on their legs and belly matted into icy clumps. But every time they tried to stop, the tomcat nudged them on. The three cats trudged along the river until it winded out, and they drew a level with a small island not far from the bank. Thick beds of reeds surrounded it, their dry stems poking through the ice. Stunned leafless willow trees concentrate the center of the island behind snow-covered boughs. Almost there, the bracken-colored Tom mewed encouragingly. Follow me. He slid down the bank into a narrow frozen pathway through the reeds and leaped onto the dry, crisp earth of the small island. The bigger of the two kids scrambled after him, but the smaller one collapsed on the ice and crouched there, mewing pitifully. After a moment's pause, the tomcat jumped down beside it and tried to nudge it with his two paws, but it was too exhausted to move. The tomcat gave its ears a lick, roughly comforting the helpless scrap, and then picked it up by the scruff of their neck and carried it onto the island. Behind the willow trees, a stretch of open ground broken by bushes, snow-covered earth. The snow covered the earth here, crisscrossed by the paw marks of many cats. The clearing seemed deserted, but the bright eyes gleamed from the shelter, watching the tomcat as he led the way to the largest clump of bushes and smoothed the outer wall of tangled branches. The icy chill of the air outside gave way to the warmth of the nursery and the smell of milk. In a deep nest of moss, a she-cat was suckling a single little tabby kitten. She raised her head as the tomcat drew closer and gently set down the kit he was carrying. The second kit staggered onto the nursery behind him and tried to scramble its way into the nest. "Oakhart?" mewed the she-cat. "What have you got there?" "Kits, Graypool," Oakhart replied. "Will you take them? They need a mother to look after them." "But," Graypool's amber eyes were shocked. "Whose kittens are they? They're not Rivergland's. Where did you get them?" "I found them in the forest." Oakhart did not meet the she-cat's eyes as he spoke. "They're lucky a fox didn't find them first." "In the forest?" meowed the queen, her voice rasping with disbelief. "Oakhart, Don't talk to me as if I'm a mouse brain. What cat would abandon their kits in the forest, especially in weather like this? Oakheart shrugged. Rogues, maybe, or two legs. How would I know? I couldn't leave them out in the cold. Could I? He nosed at the smaller kit. It was lying completely still except for the rapid rise and fall of its tiny ribs as it breathed. Graypool, please. Your other kits died, and these will die too unless you help them. Graypool's eyes clouded with pain. She looked down at the two kits. Their tiny mouths gasped pink as they mewed pitifully. I have plenty of milk, she murmured, half to herself. Of course I'll take them. Oakheart puffed out his breath with a sigh of relief. He picked up first one kit and then the other and laid them next to Graypool. She nudged them gently into the curve of her belly next to her own kit, where they began to suckle eagerly. I still don't understand, Graypool meowed as they were settled. Why would two cats be alone in the forest, in the middle of Leaf Bear? Their mother must be frantic. The bracken-colored Tom prodded a piece of moss with one of his massive paws. I didn't steal them, if that's what you're going to be thinking. Graypool looked at him for a long moment. No, I don't think you did that, she meowed at last. But you're not telling me the whole truth, are you? I told you everything you need to know. No, you haven't! Graypool's eyes flashed with anger. What about their mother? I know what it's like to lose kids, Oakheart. I wouldn't wish that kind of grief on any cat. Oakheart lifted his head and glared at her, a faint growl coming from the depths of his throat. Their mother is probably some rogue cat. This is not the weather to go looking for her. But Oakheart, just take the care of the kids, please. The bracken-colored Tom sprang to his paws and turned abruptly to push his way out of the nursery. I'll bring you some fresh kill, he meowed over his shoulder as he left. When he had, Graypool bent her head over the kids, rasping her tongue over the fur to warm them. The melting snow had washed away most of their scent, though Graypool could still make out the odors of the forest, of dead leaves and frostbitten earth. And there was something beneath that, fainter still. Graypool paused in her licking. Had she really sensed that, or was she imagining things? Dipping her head again, she opened her mouth to breathe in the kitten's scent. Her eyes grew wider, and she started unblinking into the shadows that edged the nursery. She was not wrong. The fur of these two motherless kits, whose origins Oakheart refused to explain, unmistakably carried the scent of an enemy clan. So guys, I'm sorry if I made any mistakes, but yes, we are already on chapter 1. I wonder what will happen. I didn't finish reading the second book, however, I'm waiting for Pink Bunny Girl to finish her LPS series of it, so that way I know fully what's going on. But I did read half of the book, and it sounds pretty interesting. I'm on the part where Graypool starts flirting with Silverstream. But, yeah. There's a bee flying around. I think you really liked the story. I think it's Beethoven, the bee I saved earlier when I was swimming. And I'm here with my dog, Denoli. Say hi. Okay, that was good enough. But yeah, that was Warrior Cat's Forest of Secrets by Aaron Hunter. #1 New York best time sellers, blah, blah, blah. I really like the book so far. And I think I already read that part, but I didn't read it thoroughly. I could just jump in the pool because I'm still in my swimsuit, but I won't do that. And the bee is just flying around the place, being silly. But, yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more. Bye, guys!